What if I told you that your chair might be doing more damage to your body than your diet, your stress, or even your genetics? That's not an exaggeration. Today I'm going to walk you through what prolonged sitting does to your muscles, to your spine, your blood vessels, your brain, and even your cellular function. And I promise you one thing. By the end of this video, you'll never look at your daily routine the same way ever again. So let's start here. Be honest. How many hours have you been sitting today? Think about it. Breakfast, commute, work, lunch, watching videos like this one? For many people, it's 8, 10, even 12 hours a day. But here's the problem. The human body was never designed for that level of stillness. Evolution didn't prepare us for a world of desk chairs and couches. We're meant to move. And if we don't, the systems of our body, our musculoskeletal system, our circulatory system, our lymphatic system, our neurological system, they all begin to break down. And it happens silently. And let's start with your spine and joints. When you sit, especially with poor posture, bent over like this, your hip flexors stay chronically shortened in that position for a period of time. And over time, this causes anterior tilt of the pelvis, pulling the lumbar spine into excessive lordosis. This compresses the lower disc, especially the L4, L5, the L5S1. And that's why sitting is a major contributor to disc bulges, disc herniations, as well as sciatica. Meanwhile, your thoracic spine becomes immobile. That's our mid-back. And your shoulders become rounded forward with internal rotation of your shoulders, your rotator cuff. This stresses it, it tightens it, it affects your pecs. Your cervical spine follows, pushing your head forward, increasing strain on your neck muscles. And for every inch your neck shifts forward, your neck bears an additional 10 pounds of pressure. Imagine if you're forward 2 inches for many hours, 20 pounds of excessive pressure. That's a recipe for headaches, TMJ issues, and even nerve impingement. Now, while all of this is happening structurally, let's now look at neurology. Your body's motion is deeply tied into your nervous system health. Movement increases afferent input. That's sensory feedback from the body back up to the brain. And when you move, you activate proprioceptors in the joints and muscles, which stimulate the brain regions like the cerebellum and the frontal cortex. And that keeps you sharp, that keeps you alert and emotionally regulated. But when you sit for too long, those inputs start to go silent. This leads to mental fog, decreased focus, and a slower reaction times. You may even notice your change in mood, less motivation, more irritability. This is nothing that you're making up in your mind. This is real. This is because sitting suppresses the same neurological pathways that keep you engaged and mentally resilient. And I'll prove it to you right now. Stand up. Come on. I want to do a quick reset with you right now. Right now, I want you to just shake your arms. Roll your shoulders back. Move them around. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Exhale slowly. Just that for 10 seconds. That little movement changed your blood flow, your oxygen uptake, your vagal tone. That's how fast your body responds when you give it what it needs. Now let's go inside your circulatory system. When you sit, blood flow to your lower extremities slows dramatically. Your calves are known as your second heart because they help pump blood back up to your torso. And without muscular contractions, blood will pool down into your legs, causing more swelling, increasing your risk of varicose veins, edema, and even deep vein thrombosis. Sitting also reduces the activity of enzymes, lipoprotein lipase, which are critical for breaking down fat into your bloodstream. This leads to elevated triglycerides, lower HDL, which is your high-density lipoproteins, and increased plaque buildup in your arteries. Think about this. A 2000 study published in Diabetologia found that every additional hour of sitting increases your risk of cardiovascular disease by up to 14%, regardless of how much you exercise. And that means if you sit most of the day, go into the gym, it won't cancel it out. It won't cancel out that damage. Your metabolism slows, your insulin sensitivity drops, and your body starts storing more fat, especially visceral fat, the fat around the abdomen, the dangerous fat that leads to metabolic syndrome. And this dangerous fat is linked to heart disease, stroke, as well as type 2 diabetes. Now here's something few people ever talk about: cellular aging. When you're sedentary, your mitochondria, the energy factories in your cells of your body, become less efficient. Less movement means less ATP production, less detoxification, and more oxidative stress. Sitting is literally accelerating your aging of your cells, from your skin to your heart to your brain. And some studies even show a link between prolonged sitting and shortened telomeres, the protective caps of your DNA that determine how fast you age. And let's pause for another interaction. Reach behind your back and clasp your hands together right now if you can, just like I'm doing. Pull your arms downwards, open your chest. Feel the stretch across your shoulders and the front of your chest. That's your pectoralis minor and pectoralis major opening up. Muscles that collapse inward when you sit. Do this stretch a few times a day, if you can, because this will counteract the hours of slouching, and this will help your body tremendously. We haven't even touched the digestive system yet. It's so important. This is where everything gets assimilated into the bloodstream. This is where we get our nutrients from. But when you sit too long for too long periods of time, your abdominal muscles, your abdominal organs get compressed. And this restricts intestinal motility and slows down digestion. That's why many people experience bloating, acid reflux, or even constipation when they're sedentary. Adding stress and shallow breathing to the mix, and you've just created a perfect storm for gut dysfunction. Your diaphragm, which is a key player in digestion and lymphatic flow, it can't move properly when you're all hunched over. And speaking of the lymphatic flow, remember your lymph system doesn't have a pump like your heart. It relies on movement and muscle contractions to circulate. And when you sit for long periods of time, your lymphatic system becomes sluggish. This means slower immune response, more inflammation, and a reduced ability to clear those toxins from your body. And this can cause many problems. So the question is, what can we do? Think about this. First, it's micro movement, because micro movement is medicine. You need to get up every 30 minutes for at least 1 to 2 minutes. Set a reminder if you have to. March in place. Move around. Not only will this help you feel better, this will lower your insulin and glucose levels. Or start doing some light squats. Start moving around. Move your calves. Simply walk around the other side of the house, cleaning whatever you need to do. Second, switch positions regularly. If you can alternate between sitting and standing throughout the day, perfect. A great thing to do. Get up more often. Use those muscles. Third, invest in your posture. Get a support behind your lower back. Keep your feet flat on the ground. Sit upright with your ears over your shoulders. Stop jutting over like this. Jut down from the chin. Remember, your head weighs about 12 pounds. And for every inch we go forward, 1 inch, 22 pounds. 2 inches, 32 pounds. That's the stress and the load that those ligaments, tendons, and muscles have to hold up day after day. And one thing I'd recommend to everyone: incorporate full body movement daily, no matter what it is. If it's walking, stretching, yoga, resistance training, anything that keeps a kinetic chain activated and a nervous system firing. You see, movement is more than just exercise. It's circulation, it's stimulation, it's life. And let me leave you with this. Movement is your body's language of health. And when you silence it, the systems start to break down. And when you honor it, even in the small ways, you unlock your body's true potential. So the next time you find yourself sitting too long, ask yourself this simple question: what can I move right now? Because even a little movement is always better than none. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope that this opened your eyes a little bit more. I ask you one thing. Please share this with a friend that sits a lot as well, because this video will definitely help them tremendously. Please leave your comments below, and most important, make it a great day. I'm Dr. Alan Mandel.